Hi guys, welcome again to a new video. Hope you had an amazing week and hope you had an amazing Valentine's Day, no matter if you are single or if you are in a relationship. So I mean, I know Valentine's Day is like a commercial thing and stuff, but well, for people like me that I really love these kind of things, I really enjoy it a lot. Even I never do anything on that day, but well, it's a perfect occasion to draw hearts and, you know, to draw like cute girls and use a lot of pink. So for me, it's all I wanted to do in this life, just using pink and draw hearts, by the way. So I'm very happy with this illustration because it's a partnership with XPPen. So both of us launched it yesterday, Draw This in Your Style, and if you want to join the challenge, you can go ahead to my Instagram page and there you will find all the info and how to enter. I will be choosing 2 winners, and these winners are going to have a prize, a very big prize. It's the Artist 12 second generation from XPPen. You can use it both ways, as a screen tablet or a pen tablet, depending on your needs. So if you want to get the chance to have one of these tablets, go to my Instagram and join the challenge. And said that, guys, I think it's time to see a little bit of the process of the drawing. Hope you enjoy all the steps I show you, because I think, guys, this is one of my favorite drawings at the time. Well, I always say that because it's like every time I do something, it's like the favorite, but it didn't happen all the time. But I think it's one of the favorites because of the concept I had in mind when I draw it, and how much effort I put to achieve the result I really want to. So if you want to see all of this, stay in the video and see us again on the final part to say goodbye. So enjoy the process. Let's jump to XPPen. So we are here on XPPen and it's time to start creating our character. This time I wanted to make a character talking about love, talking about feelings, talking about or representing these things I think or I have in mind I can relate with love or falling in love with someone. So this is basically what I try to do with this drawing. I know it can be very different from, you know, other drawings I did myself for Valentine's Day, where I just draw a cute girl with hearts or doing something cute, but I wanted to go deeper this time. I don't know why, but I just feel that I needed to do something different. So that's why I tried to represent this girl with this big hole in the chest, in the shape of the heart, and then the heart flowing or blooming, no, going through it. Basically, the message here, or what I want to represent, or people make people understand, is the expression I give my heart to someone. So basically, this is when I think about this phrase or this quote, I just think something like that, like you grab your heart from your chest and literally you know, took it off and give it like a gift to another person. And this is the concept behind this. Yeah, I think it's quite, you know, sentimental, I guess. But yeah, I wanted to do something different this time because, you know, guys, I am in this process of rethinking my art and this kind of stuff and trying to do something different and try new things. So about the process itself, now that you know the message and the concept behind, you will see I am doing here like a very rough sketch, just adding some ideas, you know, the pose, how she is like watching the heart that she just took off from her chest. Also, some things related to the clothing. I didn't have very clear with which kind of clothing I wanted to do. But I don't know, I think I ended up like a very robotic but also futuristic kind of clothing. And now, if you have been following all my other Draw With Me videos and Paint With Me videos, probably you will see and you will know that I tend to work with different sketches, like different stages of the sketch. So I have the rough sketch where I just putting the ideas there, you know, I'm going to make this, and the pose and that thing. And then I do a second sketch, like it's this one where I'm adding more detail to the ideas I already put on the drawing. And finally, I try to do a clean sketch. Sometimes it's not that clean, but you know, it's like the final stage of the sketch where I just add and I change, for example, the shape of the eyes, or I change, you know, I change small things, but I'm trying to keep it as more detailed as possible, because basically it's going to be like the final sketch, and probably it's the one that I'm going to use like the line art. Also super important, guys, to use references with the hands. Probably you are wondering how I draw hands and these kind of things. I will do a tutorial about that, so no worries. But I leave the photo there because, you know, guys, it's important to see that I still use reference. And by the way, this was my own hand, and I was making my own photo of the hand to see how the hand was working on the pose. So don't feel weird, guys, if you need to make a pose and if you go to the mirror and you take a photo of you for this pose. Probably is the most fastest thing to get the correct reference, instead of being, you know, searching on internet and this kind of things. And well, you will see that again I did another change, like the legs. I don't know why. I didn't know how to put this girl to make sense. I was very, you know, the other pose was a little bit weird because it's like it was not finished yet. So that's why I ended up trying to making the character like needed instead of have the legs cut, you know what I mean? And yeah, final step here is after the cleaning sketch, it's time to start painting. So basically now we are going to start with the paint with me. Again, you know, if you have seen other videos and if you know a little bit more of my process, please don't be afraid of what you're going to see, because I'm going to use like insanely amount of layers, guys. I think I have some kind of illness, obsession, I don't know how to express that, but I'm using a lot of layers. And even, you know, for me it's more easy to work with different layers because I can just change all the things very fast. And well, if I am lucky and I found the layer, because you know, guys, when I have all this amount of layers, it's sometimes very difficult to find the correct one. But yeah, basically I work with a lot of layers. I try to put each element in a different way. For example, the sleeves of this outfit, they're going to be transparent or semi-transparent, so they have to be in another layer so we can play with the transparency. And I wanted also, you know, it kind of remind me a little bit of Jasmine outfit. What do you think? I'm just realizing right now, you know, like the not the movie from Disney, but the real action, that it was so vaporous and it has a lot of transparencies and this top, and you know, I don't know, guys, it just come to my mind. But yeah, probably I was inspired for doing that, for doing the outfit of Jasmine. And one of the things that it took me more time, but I couldn't put it here because it was a huge amount of time, by the way, is the deep of the whole of the heart. I mean, it's like a nonsense and it's like a small thing to think about, but I spent a lot of time, guys, because I had to take in mind the volume of the chest, and also I had to take in mind that we have the shoulders and we have the arms. So at the beginning I did it like less deep than it was here, but soon I realized that I had to put more deeper, I'm saying it right, more deep, to the whole, and also the perspective of the whole, you know, this part that I put some shadow on it. It was complicated and it took me a long time and a lot of tries, but I think finally I have something that I really like. Also, I wanted to play with textures on this drawing. By the way, I am using the SU Cream Pencil for Clip Studio Paint. I think it's available on the Clip Studio assets. I use it everywhere. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I just did the clean sketch with the SU Cream Pencil. Now I am painting with the SU Cream Pencil. I think it's very similar. I mean, I'm not going to say the same, but it's very similar to the shale brush that we can find on Procreate. I never found another brush in Photoshop, for example, or in Clip Studio Paint similar to it. But you know, guys, lately I'm experimenting with pencils, and I'm trying some of them to put it in or use it in another stages of the project, or for other things that I never tend to use. And for example, the SU Cream Pencil, I use it all the time only for sketching, and not sketching, but making like the clean sketch. And I thought that the texture it has, it could look quite good, you know, to paint and to block colors and do lines. So yeah, I just did it, and I'm very happy to try this because I think now it's my favorite pencil from, you know, I have a lot of pencils, but now this one that is free is one of my favorites. About the color palette, I wanted to keep as, you know, in my mind, I wanted to try with a not monochromatic style, but I wanted to do with a very similar coloring. I ended up adding some touches because I think too much pink, it was very boring, so that's why I used this color blue. Also, I tried to add these golden things that is like a, you know, sweat pants. I mean, it lost all the glamour, but well, you know, sweatpants can be glamorous too. So I was playing with the colors. I ended up changing the colors. I mean, I didn't film that process of the coloring, but you can see a little bit of my tryings here by adding some gradients and see if I could, you know, put the colors more together. Because at that time, the blue-green, I don't know, guys, which color do you are seeing? I see like a light blue. It wasn't convinced me at all, and at some point, I decided to put it green, you know, more green or more pink and purple and lilac. I mean, I try every color, every single color, and finally, I use like a gradient to put all the colors like more together. So you can go to my Instagram to see it, or my Twitter, so you can see there the final image. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the result. You see here, I just changed the color to lilac. It didn't convince me either. And now it was time to start thinking about the background. I wanted to add some background, not very hard background. Like you see, I'm just changing the colors to see which one it could fit, and it didn't break like all the tones or the hues of the drawing. But I have to say, guys, that sometimes I was with the idea of a monochromatic thing, but I soon realized I will need to put some color on it, like you know, a secondary color to break and make some contrast. And finally, I went for a round background, which I really love how it looks, to be honest. And then I changed the color to a very light, light pink. And the final touch was trying to add some kind of effects to represent the magic of the moment when you're giving to another person your heart, your soul, your feelings, and all this kind of stuff, guys. And I really like how it looked. And until here, the process of the video. Hope you enjoy it and hope you find it useful. You know, guys, I've learned a lot from other artists just watching their processes and how they do stuff and solve these kind of problems that we can face as illustrators. And yeah, I hope, guys, that these small things are going to be helpful for you. And of course, I can say goodbye without giving to my patrons a big thank you. And also a big thank you to you if you have been watching the video until the end. By the way, if you did that, if you're still here listening to me, please leave some icons, you know, some emojis. I mean, a star, a heart, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to express on my comments. So this way I'm going to see which ones of you are listening me to the end. And of course, guys, if you like this video and subscribe to my channel, you are helping me to grow this YouTube channel. And that being said, guys, thank you so much again, and see us on the next video. Bye bye.